Hey, De Pascali. My youngest kids are pretty good. James came in and spoke with my therapist or my doctor, and they just are more akin to liking creative arts. I don't know what Hillary's problem is. I just don't know. She'll distance herself. She'll say if I send a couple texts quickly, she says I'm manic, and she'll go away for 5 months. And I guess if that's what she needs to grow up. Um, It's tough. She moved in down the street and now she pulls away. I mean, she'll be with it. I'll take care of her dogs. I walk them. I take babysitting the kids. I get partake. And then all of a sudden she'll just pull away. And I think the stress from this virus has made her go a little crazy. And yeah, she's over. Just the funny thing is she has my son there and my daughter, but she won't let me see the kids. And her dad, Tim, has a number of illnesses that he doesn't attend to. He doesn't go to therapy. I just hope Matt can be the voice of reason. Something is really wrong. I don't know what's wrong with her. When she was little, I had her riding horses and I bought her a pony and did dressage. And then she hit those teenage years and she was very rebellious. I was suffering from bipolar symptoms and I threw a knife in her direction. No way or close that I would hit her, but it scared her. And she moved out with my mom and she was smoking some pot and stuff. And then she went out west. Maybe it's her individuality she's looking for, so she doesn't follow in my footsteps. She wants to be her own person. And that's tough with me, because I'm a lot. I'm a lot to deal with. And she does things like she'll say I'm inappropriate and I'm like, Kent's a mess. He's like, why is she doing this to those kids? And I take her dogs. I help her dogs. I've done nothing but help her. She hasn't ever visited me in the hospital. She doesn't call. She's along the same lines as my sister. And I think she looks to my sister for stability. And while Morgan is good within herself, I think Hillary relies on my sister to give her some stability because Jerry didn't. And because of my illness, she distances herself from me because she's scared and she won't go to NAMI meetings. She won't open her eyes to the reality of this illness. That at times it's difficult. You've always treated me with great amount of respect, Paul, and so have a lot of the artists around Richmond. She has overtaxed. She's had kids before she could afford them. She was so poor and going to school, and he has PTSD. And then she meets Matt. She gets married. Now they're talking to another kid, and they've got 2 dogs that stay in a crate. They can't afford it. The other thing is, Callista is an entertainer. She's like wants to go out there and dance and sing and be the middle of everything. And I don't think Hillary can afford the lessons. And they're trying to get a bigger house for Matt to have an office, and she wants a farm. She's teaching in public schools as a tutor. It kind of reminds me of me, but no, I didn't take on that much. I didn't take on 2 kids being a single mom. I only took on one. And I was like, this is too much. I don't want to do this again. And then I got married to Jerry, who I thought would be a good person to build a family with. I'd hoped. And it was first in some ways. She did not have Kent. She did not have the stability of the role model that I did that was a judge. Yeah, he was rock solid. I wish she could see me as solid, but she's so afraid I'm going to get sick and rock her reality. I don't know. I don't know who to tell her to see, who cares about her, that's solid, that isn't judgmental, and that can give her some good advice. I just don't know who. It would be no one in my family. Even Georgia. Georgia's like, oh, you got to go into work. I was like, yes, I'm thankful. I have a job at Craig. In the evenings, during the day, I do my art, and at night, I do my Kroger. But yeah, no, she doesn't have an older. Jennifer's not good because Jennifer has so many issues. Someone outside the family that she could go to for a role model to get some sounding board. And that's why I say counseling. Go to a counselor. You can talk to him, but she won't do it. She's like, Tim or Father, nothing's wrong with me. It's wrong with you because you're inappropriate. I'm an artist. I'm supposed to challenge boundaries.